Hello, hello, hello. Welcome. Thanks for stopping by. So, I wanted to come by today to just kind of get into some stuff around the eclipse that we are having, which will be on the 3rd and the 4th here in California. It's going to be on the 3rd at 11:23 p.m. So, depending on where you are in the world, you can figure out your time zone online, of course, or when it will happen in your time zone. And from a lot of people that I've been talking to, I know that there's a lot of anxiety that is in the air. And this eclipse that we are having is in Sagittarius, and Jupiter is the ruler of Sagittarius. And Thursday is Jupiter's day. There are rulers, planetary rulers for each day of the week, which I've been really trying to honor and invoke each of those planets on the day that they rule. So today's a perfect day to do information on Jupiter and the eclipse, which is in Sagittarius, about 12 degrees Sagittarius. And with anxiety, of course, that makes us super uncomfortable. Like uncertainty, there's been so much uncertainty in our world over the last couple years. There's always been uncertainty, but it's definitely been heightened with everything that has been going on globally and internationally. Globally, it's the first time really on this level that the entire globe has been affected by something, and to the extent that it has been affected. So a lot of us are in fight or flight, and our nervous systems are out of whack. And a really good thing for us to do to bring in some peace within our inner bodies and to be able to relax if we are having anxiety or feeling uncertainty or just not knowing what's going on, is to do, you can do breath work, but also just a being, a state of beings. We are human beings, and so many times we're doing. And so getting in touch with your breath is a great way to be able to center yourself and really change your nervous system. And then also, if you can take even 5 minutes a day, I like to set my alarm for 30 minutes. You could do 30 minutes twice a day. You could do 5 minutes twice a day, 5 minutes 3 times a day. So really whatever your schedule lends for you to be able to do. But if you could just take some time, turn off your phone, turn off your computer, turn off your television, your radio, and really be able to have no interruptions. If you have children or young children that aren't able to not interrupt you, maybe going out into your car or taking a drive where you can just sit and be and not have any noise, anything coming in, and then focus on your breath. And I love to take a deep breath in. My teacher, the teacher that I appreciated the most with being able to breathe really deeply, and taught me to act as if your breath is like a pitcher of water that is filling your body so you're pouring your breath into your body, and it's filling you from the bottom of your abdomen up. And you can also expand your ribs out. So that's a lovely way to be able to really take a deep breath in. And if you haven't been doing breath work, maybe counting to 10 would be a sufficient amount for you to do. And then once you get to the top of that breath, you can hold and then try to breathe out to the count of 10. If you can breathe out longer than you've breathed in, and that's always beneficial too. So our breath has a way of really just grounding us and connecting us. So if you can do that for even a couple minutes, to take in some deep breaths and just really relax your body, then just sit in silence and allow yourself to be in touch with whatever is coming up. If there's fear coming up, don't try to push it away. It's okay to have fear, and fear is an indicator that we need to change something, or we need to go in a different direction, or it's trying to get our attention for something. And you might fall asleep, right? Like, it depends on where you are in your life. This could be a time where you could just take a little cat nap, which is fine. All of that is good. But really the goal is to just sit and be. I know that could be a big ask for some of us, as that's not something that we're used to. But what that does, it allows our vagus nerve and it allows our hormones to settle, so our nervous system can re-regulate. And having a regular practice of doing that is a really good idea, especially when we have some big energies coming through like we do right now. This eclipse that we have, that is in Sagittarius on the 3rd or 4th, depending on where you are in the world, is the final eclipse of eclipses that started in May of 2020, and on the Sagittarius Gemini axis. And eclipses are known to be times of big beginnings and big endings. So if you're feeling yourself unsteady and not knowing what's coming and what's going, or if you're having endings or if you're having beginnings, just allow that to be. It's normal for right now, and it's allowing us to step into our greater selves and into our higher selves. Jupiter is the god of philosophy and travel and higher learning and spirituality and education, international affairs, astrology. So you can, not necessarily the god of, but represents those types of things, communication. So what's happening here with this eclipse is it's trying to move us into a higher state within ourselves. So there's going to have to be new beginnings for that to happen, and endings for that to be able to happen. So embrace those things as much as you can, and support yourself by getting enough sleep, by really being able to support yourself through food, through getting enough water. Exercise would be a perfect thing to do right now as well, to get some time out in nature. I decided to do this video in Venus's hour. So in addition to there being rulers of the day, there's also rulers of the hour. And the ruler of the day starts like the hour where sunset is, and then it goes through the different planets. So Venus is the ruler of this hour that I'm doing the video today, and I wanted to honor her too. I'll do a video about her tomorrow, because her day, Venus Day, is tomorrow on Friday. But I wanted to also offer to be able to maybe go outside. Venus is climbing highest and the brightest over the next few days. She has her maximum brightness, I believe, on the 5th as well, so close to the eclipse. And she's in Capricorn right now. So just going outside to view her, she's in the southwestern part of the sky. Just after sunset, you can see her. If you know where she is, really just a few minutes after the sunset, you'll be able to see her very dimly in the sky, and then she gets brighter and brighter and brighter. And I have found that really just spending some time out with the stars and the planets is very, very calming. So you have Venus that's the brightest. She's the third brightest entity that's in the sky after the sun and the moon, and then it's Venus. And then after Venus, it's Jupiter. So you'll see Venus in the western horizon, southwestern horizon, and then if you go up a bit, you'll see another planet that is Saturn, and he's kind of between the next planet and Venus, which is Jupiter. So you have Venus, Saturn, and Jupiter. Jupiter's really bright right now too. Not as bright as Venus though, because he's on his decline from brightness. But kind of Saturn's pretty much in between Venus and Jupiter in the southwestern sky. Jupiter's more kind of like straight up in the sky, just to kind of give you some grounding or some bearings for where to visit. But I think it would be a lovely practice even today, since today is Thursday, Jupiter Day, to spend some time with Jupiter this evening and asking him to support you and calm you, and to be able to bring into your life whatever is coming through right now, to be able to support you and hold you through the changes that are happening naturally. Okay, blessings. Thanks for stopping by. If you like what you see, please like, share, or subscribe, and I appreciate your time. Blessings.